Standing outside the VIP hospital room, Wayne stared at the doorknob. "Don't you want to go inside, Wayne?" Hearing his voice, she looked at the person. She smiled weakly and shook her head. "No, uncle, you go. I will wait outside." He nodded understandingly and went inside where his son Kim Taehyung was lying. 10 months ago, he met with an accident and went to coma. The doctor had said it's unpredictable when he was gonna wake up, but there's 50% chance he would wake up. So his family were waiting for him to wake up. His dad, mom, every day had come here to see him going along with Wayne, but she didn't go inside. She waits outside the door. After he went inside, Wayne let out a big sigh and sat on the chair. She closed her eyes and leaned her back on the chair. She met Taehyung almost 3 years ago. Two of them were lovers. Two were in a relationship and was going to marry each other. Taehyung's parents also liked her and accepted her relation with him despite her being an orphan. One day, Taehyung was coming home from office. The day was stormy. Taehyung couldn't control the speed of the car and had accident, and everything had gone upside down. Wayne was lost in her thoughts when she heard Taehyung's mom's voice. She was crying. Wayne opened her eyes and saw doctors were rushing into the door. Taehyung's parents came out of the room and she immediately approached them. "What happened, auntie? Why are you out of the room? And why are you crying? Why are the doctors rushing inside his room?" When we were inside, his breathing got fast and we called the doctors. They immediately told us to go out. We don't know what is happening. "Don't worry, uncle, everything will be fine." Wayne was trying to console them, but she herself couldn't believe in her own words. Then the doctors came outside. "What happened, doctor?" "As long as I know, a coma patient's breathing rate can't be accelerated like this." Then, after explaining the reason, he said, "Mr. Kim is out of the coma. You can meet him." After hearing this, all of them breathed in relief. Taehyung's parents were thanking the God. The doctor patted her shoulder and went from there. Taehyung's parents immediately went inside. Wayne took slow steps. After debating with herself a lot, she went inside. After going inside the room, Wayne stood at the corner silently. "Why are you crying, Mom? Look, I am fine." Smiling weakly, he tried to console his mom. Seeing him talking after almost 10 months made Wayne emotional. "I know, okay, how much fun you are. Just come home. Me and Wayne will not let you go outside the room. And just wait. We will take revenge on you for making us this much worried. You don't know that what things we have lost." "Scold him later, honey. We should let Wayne and Taehyung alone. We talked him enough." His mom nodded. "You don't know, Taehyung, how much Wayne has suffered. Because he was sick, I am sparing you. If because of you, Wayne have to suffer more, I will break your bones." Taehyung chuckled. "Don't forget that because of me, you met Wayne. You should always forgive me because of this reason." Taehyung's dad rolled his eyes and went outside along with his mom. "Why are you standing so far, Wayne? Come close, I will not bite you." She nodded and started to take slow steps. After getting close to him, she sat on the stool while looking down. Silence engulfed the room. After some time, Taehyung spoke. "How long I have been in coma? Almost 10 months. You know, it's felt like yesterday I have met with an accident and wake up now. I have missed a lot of things, right?" Hearing this, she nodded, while tears were flowing from her eyes. She bit her bottom lips to prevent her sobs. "How are you, Wayne? Did you take care of yourself in those days?" "Taehyung, I forgot to talk to doctor about your discharge and also inform Jungkook," she said, wiping her tears. "You know, right, how grumpy he is. He will be whining all the time, saying I stole his best friend from him. I am coming until I am telling uncle and auntie accompany you. Rest well, Taehyung, then we will take you home." Having said that, Wayne went from there. It's been 2 weeks since Taehyung came home after hospital for 1 week. In this time, whenever Wahin visited Taehyung, she stayed there for a very short time. Every time she said she had work or any excuse. Whenever Taehyung asked her to stay with him, she denied, saying she didn't focus on her work for almost 10 months. And now that he was alright, she again wanted to focus on work, which she wouldn't do in his presence. In this time period, Taehyung also came to know while he was in coma, Wahin was staying in his room because he saw few things of her there. But wondered why didn't anyone tell him that? And why did she go back to her apartment? He also sensed whenever she was with him, her eyes filled with some kind of guilt, for which he couldn't find any reasons. He had been started to go to his office since 1 week. Everything seemed to be fine. Sitting on his office chair, Taehyung was talking to his secretary. So, is there any meeting left today? No, Mr. Kim, there isn't any meeting left. Okay, you can leave. He nodded and left. It's almost lunchtime and my schedule is free. I can go and surprise Wahin. She would be very happy. It's been a while since we spent time alone. At least today we can have lunch together. He got up and went to a restaurant, bought a lunch for two of them. He also bought flowers for Wahin. In no time he reached her office and went to the receptionist and confirmed Wahin was free that time. After thanking her, he went straight to her cabin. When he was about to enter her cabin, he heard a man's voice from her cabin. According to the receptionist, Wahin should be free. He shrugged off and decided to knock. Before knocking the door, he recognized the male voice was Jungkook's. What is Jungkook doing here at this hour? It's strange. He unintentionally eavesdropped their conversation. Why are you distancing yourself from him, Wahin? I am noticing this quite a few days. You were trying to avoid him by giving him excuse of work, which is not true. I can't face him, Jungkook. I can't. Whenever I see him, I feel more guilty. I don't have the strength to look into his eyes. His love for me is so pure, you know. He even kept the handkerchief I gave him on our first date. You didn't do it on purpose, Wahin. You were vulnerable at that time. There was an uncertainty if he was going to wake up or not. It's just because of the situation it happened. It's not your fault. But it felt like, whenever he asks me how are you or shows me affection, I can't help but think what happened. I felt like I don't deserve him after what I have done. Jungkook, I know you didn't want to do that, but the situation was like you needed that. That's why all this happened. It's not your fault that he stopped when he heard something fell on the floor. Wahin and Jungkook both looked at the door and found it slightly open. Jungkook hurriedly opened the door, followed by Wahin, and found a devastated Taehyung looking all mess. Taehyung, you at this time? Why? I shouldn't have come here, right? I disturbed you too. No, Taehyung, what are you? You don't need to pretend, Jungkook. I have heard everything. I know 10 months is a big amount of time. In this time period, people can change. People's feelings can change. Wahin's feeling for me also changed. No, Taehyung, you are misunderstanding. Yes, Taehyung, I have changed. Hearing this, Jungkook's eyes widened and Taehyung let out a chuckle. Wahin, she held his hand, indicating him to stop. I don't feel the same about you. You should have told me, Wahin. I would have freed you. I love you, Wahin. If you find love in someone else's arms, I will let you go. I will not cage with me. Because I know I can't get to love by force. Wahin was looking down. Anyways, Wahin, I am letting you go. Be happy in love. And he left. Wahin fell on the ground. Why did you do this, Wahin? Because right now the pain he's feeling is far better than the pain I am suffering. It's for his own good. He would be happy in future. You are mistaken, Ryan. His happiness is you. After what I have done, still you are saying this? I told you many times and again telling you, it's not your fault. Taehyung at home. Sitting on the floor, tears were flowing from his eyes. I didn't think we would end like this. I dreamed of getting old with you. At this moment, his back hit the night table and a diary fell from the broken drawer. He picked up the diary and read the cover. To Taehyung from us. The cover attracted him and he began to read the book. Today we found out about our little soul. By the handwriting, he understood why he wrote this. Wine wrote this. He checked the date and it was the date of his accident. He continued to read. You Dumbo, our little soul means our child. His eyes become wide. Yes, Taehyung, we are going to be parents. I am expecting. I also didn't know about it until when they take you to hospital I fainted and we found out about this. You know, uncle and auntie are very happy. I am also happy about this good news. But you know, I can't do this without you. I am feeling very lonely. Please, Taehyung, get well soon. I need you. Throughout this journey, Taehyung, I need you. 1 month later. It's been 1 month, Taehyung, but you still not woke up. Don't play with me. When you will wake up, I will not tell you that I heard our baby's heartbeat today. Oops, I already told you. Silly me, Taehyung chuckled. Okay, but I will not tell you that I am attaching my sonogram report at the last page of the diary. Oops, I again told you. Look what you have done to me. Anyways, uncle and auntie told me to stay with them in this time, so I moved in. Don't blame me if you can't find your t-shirts. They are damn comfortable. This is your punishment for not going with me for checkups. You know, Jungkook has to do all of this. You owe him a lot, man. I will make sure you treat him well. We all miss you, Taehyung. Please wake up. Like this, he read next pages. In every page, Ryan wrote what she and the baby was doing, how she missed him, etc. 6 months later. You know, Taehyung, today our baby first kicked. You don't know how I am feeling. It's so magical. Now I am missing you way too much. I wish you were with me now. Feeling it. Please wake up. It's getting harder for me to stay strong. I can't do this alone anymore. Our baby needs you, Taehyung. We need you. After that, the diary was blank. There's no more writing. Why didn't she write anymore? If she was expecting, then where is our baby? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? According to this, everyone knew about this. What's happening? What are you doing on the floor, Taehyung? He looked up and saw his mom. Why didn't you tell me, Mom? What, Taehyung? That Ryan was expecting? His mom gasped. What are you talking? I am not understanding. Don't lie to me. I have read this diary of Ryan. Now tell me, Mom, where is our baby? Why did not anyone tell me this? Because, yes, Mom, tell me. Please, I need to know. I should know. Because your child is no more. Taehyung became frozen hearing this. That time she was in her 6 months. Your condition was getting worse. She took a lot of stress. She was frequently getting sick. One day her health got worse and we took her to hospital. The doctor said she had complications. They told her to terminate the pregnancy before, but she denied. She didn't tell us about this. Her life was at risk and the doctor told us because of the stress it got worse. If we chose to save the child will not survive outside the womb. So we terminate the pregnancy. After that, she built herself on this. She thought because of her we lost your path. She started to isolate herself. If there wasn't Jungkook, maybe she had tried to. Jungkook always told her that you would wake up one day. He always tried to encourage her. But after that day, she didn't enter your room. She said she didn't have the courage to look at you. She was suffering. She is still suffering, Taehyung. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Cause Vine told us not to. She told us she doesn't want you to feel the pain she was feeling. She can't see you to suffer. Now everything was clear to him. The words Vine was saying to Jungkook, the handkerchief part, everything. He hurriedly called the driver and headed towards her home. While riding, he called Jungkook. Jungkook, you have known the truth, right? Yeah. Just cure her pain, Taehyung. She is suffering a lot. She is getting depressed day by day. Only you can cure her. I will. Thank you, Cook, for staying with her when I couldn't. I did it not because I am your best friend. I did it because I love Vine as my own sister. Don't let her suffer, Tae. Sorry for earlier. I understand, Taehyung. I understand. He reached Vine's house and told the driver to go back. He knocked on the door several times. Then she opened the door, saying, Jungkook, I'm fine, you do. She got shocked seeing her. Why are you doing here? He ignored her and came inside. Why were you crying, Vine? Didn't you say you don't feel anything for me? I was not crying. Lie. Again a lie. Why are you lying to me, Vine? What are you saying? Why didn't you tell me you were staying at my room? Vine's eye widened. Why didn't you tell me about our child? Who told you this? This diary of yours. Don't you think I am capable of staying with you at our host? Don't you trust me, Vine? I trust you, Taehyung, more than myself. But the pain I am feeling is much more than anything. Don't you feel anger or disgust? On your behalf, I couldn't protect our child. Don't you feel because of me we lost our child? I killed it, Taehyung. Vine, you did nothing. It was in our destiny. You know, it had been 6 months. I could feel its kicks. I could feel its moving. Whenever I talked about you, it started to move. Everything was going good, but my stupid weak body, our child, our child, she completely broke down. Into his arms. He was also crying. I am here, Vine. We are facing this together. Everything will be fine. That night, both spent in each other's embrace, letting out her tears. Jungkook was wrong. He was only her tears, her love, Taehyung. Next day. Today, Vine went graveyard with Taehyung, where their child was buried. You know, Taehyung, after that day I didn't come here. He held her hand and kissed it. You have to let it go, Vine. You can't blame yourself, which wasn't your fault. Vine nodded her head. Baby, I know. When your mom needed me the most, I was not with her. Please forgive your dad. She leaned her head on his shoulder and wrapped his hand around her waist. If we don't visit you often, please don't be angry with us. We love you. It's just sometimes we have to forget some bitter memories to be happy again. And don't worry, I will take care of your mom always. We will visit you soon, baby. Then both started to walk out from the graveyard, embracing each other with the promise never let go of each other. Always be the cure of each other's pain. Her eyes were glistening with hope for peaceful future.